Hello and welcome to A Plan With Me. I am planning in my Laurel Denise Kristy planner for the month of December. Wow. And I am Kristy, the Composed Planner. Today I am using some Planner Kate doodle stickers, Doodle 12, because it's the 12th month of the year. I pulled out some headers that I thought the greens went really well together. So I'm going to do that. I have a number of washies in case I need those. And yeah, I think I have one-off stuff on here. There's one other thing on here, but I will get a little sticky note so I don't forget that it's the 8th. There we go. And that's the 8th. Should be good to go. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna take all of these off and just put them up here so that I know that they're happening. I don't know if this is actually happening. It's on the calendar, but I just don't know what it is. So I was going to start by covering up this whole section. And I might need to turn the book upside down. Planner goes upside down. Because I just think it'd be really fun to have, whoa, a bubble in my washi. That is really crooked. How does anybody get anything straight, you know? Like, how is it possible to get anything very straight? Someday I will learn the art of straight washi and straight stickers and all of that, but today is probably not that day. And so since I'm adding day of the week covers here, I don't really care how much of those letters for the weeks or the days of the week is showing. So that's what I wanted to start with. They're a little uneven. This one's a little bit higher, but it's not anything I can try to think about. And then I wanted to add, like, this one I actually went straight. Just some extra, washi that matches this. So yeah, that was the whole plan. And that's about all I have planned. So now I get to play, that is too low. Where's my tweezers? This is too low because this needs to be here, fully above the box. Okay, so maybe I do this. There, perfect. I am very excited for December. I am excited to get the house decorated for the holiday. I love seasonal decorations. I don't do anything on the outside of my house because, well, I don't want to climb ladders. And all of the things that you can put in your front yard are really ridiculously expensive, and it's not somewhere that I want to necessarily always spend my money. So I just go with simple stuff around the house. I liked these headers, so I'm not going to do any date dots because they didn't come with date dots, and that's fine. I didn't think about boxes. Let's see what I have in here that might work. These are all wider because they're meant for an 8.5 by 11 planner, so I don't know if any of them are really gonna work, but let me go grab my Mojo Mini. I grabbed Mojo Mini because I knew I had a rainbow book and a black book, and I wouldn't have to go figuring out which color will work for stuff, because I'm pretty sure this red is going to be fine. And where's the greens? The greens are both good. So that's why I grabbed the mini boxes, because I knew exactly where they were. I need to get stuff going. All right. I think I kind of want to do mostly colored boxes. So we'll put my black one off to the side, and then I'm gonna come in. These ones are so good. I'm gonna do, I think this is a good one. All right, so first up on the 7th, oopsies, I didn't have a sticky for it because I just got the tickets like not that long ago. We are going to do a local high school's production of Frozen. We are going to it, so really excited about that. I left a big space to write which high school we're going to. It's actually going to be the one that my daughter is going to attend, which is fun. All the other high schools in the area are also doing shows, but I know my child, and she won't be able to do Clue at all. She would never be able to do that. And I didn't recognize the one that was being done by my old high school, and there was a third one, and now I can't remember why I was like, I don't think that's for her. Or maybe I didn't recognize it either, which is entirely possible. Oh well. I'm also gonna do a green. My boss is throwing a holiday party. She's throwing a holiday party for the whole team at her house, which is very fun. So my daughter will probably have a sleepover with my mom either this night or both nights, because my boss and I are the only ones with younger kids, and she's like, yeah, my sons won't be there. So I was like, okay, that is fine. I won't bring my child. I want to do, I just don't know. Maybe I'll just do a square one again. It is the winter solstice. Yay. In case you didn't know, the winter solstice does in fact have a time located at your location. So you can look up what your time is, and it's really fun to know exactly what time your solstice is. I don't know if there is something going on this stretch of days for my daughter's swim. So I'm gonna leave that as a sticky note. And then I'm gonna do, do I want to do highlighter? I don't think I want to do highlighter for this one. I think I want to do squares or boxes. Okay, I'm not gonna add in like my daughter's ballet and swim and her swim and everything like that. My husband's band rehearsals that he has on this day. But what I am going to add is no school and then a week of no swim. Because it sounds like we're not going to have swim this week of Christmas, but we might be having it this week. I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll go on the 1st, if it is on the 1st. I know we could do this because we're not doing anything. This one is fine, but it won't be happening. So, okay, sorry. Way too much talking. I'm gonna get down some really, really thin old washi from, well, you know, your guess is probably as good as mine. This is a 0.3 millimeter washi, or like a 3 millimeter washi, which is one of my favorites. I like the super thin washis. I think they just, I don't know. I like them better than a lot of I mean, I like the 5mm washi, but it's just not super thin in my world. So technically the last day of school before this break is the 19th. So in theory, the 20th and 21st are also break, but I don't need to do that. This way of doing it is totally fine. And I'm gonna do it all the way through January 4th on here, just for the visual of it. And then I'm gonna grab a no school sticker from my SDK 162 sheet, which is like the mixed words for school. If you have children in school, perfect. I know that there's no swim these days. I think what I'm gonna do actually for these 2 days of no swim is just delete them from my digital calendar. That way I know it's those 2 days only. We have no school. Do I really have nothing else? I think this is the week, unfortunately, that I'm supposed to go see my eyebrow lady. And that won't work. So we'll probably have to move it somewhere, which we can do. Oh, I know something else. Friday night is a jazz concert as well as our art walk. So I'm gonna do art walk and then I'm gonna do jazz. And I don't know what time that starts. And I don't know if we're all going, if just my husband is going, if nobody's going. I think he probably wants to go. It's a jazz band that he used to be in, but he decided that the rehearsals for it were just too much, so didn't want to do that anymore, which I understand. I'm in for a calm December, I can tell, because this is my only rehearsal for my husband, except for his normal Tuesday ones. My daughter has ballet and swim, and then just skiing, hopefully skiing. I probably can't ski that day. Hopefully skiing most of this. This is a payroll week, so that'll be hard. But you know, I just want to ski all the time. I'm gonna do that. I want to do a menorah on the first night of Hanukkah because I think that's good. There's also a smaller menorah. I probably won't use that one. I think I will either save it for another spread or put it on like a weekly or something like that. Let's see. This can be maybe a baking day if there's no snow yet. Let's do happy holidays over here. Yes, I saw that I covered up the one. No, I do not care. I know it's the first of the month that day, so I'm not that worried about it. Let's do Santa Claus because he's so fun. Everybody should be Santa Claus. I really love these doodles. I think they are so cute, and I really like them. I think I'm remembering that I have some days off of work through here, so I'm gonna maybe get those entered. I need to take off like 5 days by the end of the year. So I was like, oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. My employee is really awesome, and she's always like, yeah, take your time off. So I'm pretty cool about that. And my boss was like, make sure you don't lose any of it. And I was like, I know, I gotta do it. I gotta figure out which days I'm taking off. But I think what I'm gonna do, because I have the day after Thanksgiving off, but I need another 5 days. So I'm thinking of taking off the day after Christmas, New Year's Eve. Then I was thinking of taking off opposing month, like this is our payroll weeks. So I was thinking about taking off the other Mondays in December. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not too worried about it. I wanted to get some more washi in here just because I like it, but it doesn't need to have a purpose. So this washi obviously has a purpose. This washi is just for decoration, and you're allowed to do whatever it is that you want with your washi, you know? I think a lot of people get caught up in like, it has to be perfect. It has to look like the Instagrams. It has to look like, you know, exactly what it needs to look like. And it doesn't. It doesn't have to be 100% like the people that you see on Instagram and YouTube. And that's, you know, a reason why I was like, I kind of want to start a YouTube is because I feel like people always start out kind of very similar to me, right? They're, you know, they're new. They don't have the following. I don't know how long people have been in the planner YouTube world, but a lot of them, you know, they have been here a while. And so it's really, you don't get, unless you go back and find their early videos, you don't know how they started, right? And I think it's hard because once you get big enough that you can get brand deals or whatever, you're like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, go get your bag. I'm a big fan of that. But it's, you know, it's hard as the consumers of it to deal with that because you're like, but now all you're doing is showing me stuff that I don't need or stuff that I don't want or stuff that I don't like. You know, you might like the person, but as they got bigger, they started, it was like a frog in boiling water, right? You don't really know how it's changing. It just is changing. And so I don't really, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the future of this is. I just know that I like to watch videos of people planning. And so trying to figure out how to show videos of people planning, I think is a fun idea. I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'm chill. I don't really care on, you know, what my spread looks like. It can look great. It doesn't have to look great. I'm not a very creative person, nor has anybody ever called me a creative person. I am decidedly uncreative. Like when I was a kid, this is hysterical. I love my mom more than anything. She is the best. She is extremely truthful, and not in like a, oh my God, I just say things and I'm just being truthful. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be kind. She is considerate of your feelings, but she tells you that like, nope, that wasn't that great. So I acted for this play. I tried out for this play and I was so excited for it. I really wanted it. I don't like that. And I got finished with my audition and she's like, yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if you don't get it. The other girls were better. And it crushed me, right? But then like I tried out for the next play, or maybe it was like a few months later or whatever. And after that audition, my mom's like, that you did so great. I'll be shocked if you don't get something. And so you can always trust her opinion because she's always going to tell it to you like it is in a very considerate way. She always used to joke when I was like, I don't know, 12 and I drew something. She's like, oh, that's so cute. Go ahead and write 1991 on there. And as someone who was born in the late 80s, it was shortening my age quite a bit. But so I'm not creative, but you know, with these fun stickers from Planner Kate or from anywhere, right? You can just have fun in your planner. This planner's monthly is not really as functional for me as I use in other planners. So that's kind of why I am switching from the Anne to the Scout for 2026. But this planner, I think I'm going to keep around. I don't know how I'm going to decorate it. It'll change a little bit just because I'm not going to be using it to test it out. It definitely doesn't work for me because I forget that my month is here. So that's why this month I was like, oh, it's okay. I can just put a bunch of stuff on and it's fine because I'll just go back and look at how cute it is as opposed to go back and need it to be functional. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and my insane rambling. I have no idea what I said. Like, whatever. Have a great December, a wonderful new year, and I will chat at you later and you'll see my hands next time. Bye.